Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is David Neyts, and today's topic is dealing with injuries and how to heal them. Being in Hollywood, everybody wants to stay fit. Everybody has a goal of staying young forever. Well, no matter if you're a stuntman or an actor or a director or producer, you want to stay with a certain level of fitness. Being a sportsman from a young age, well, I've always had to exercise over and over again, get tricks, do gymnastics, stretch a lot, do martial arts. But with that comes a lot of risks because at first you're learning simple tricks, but later on in life, well, you start dealing with more and more complicated acrobatics. And when it gets more complicated, you tend to get injured. As for myself, 10 years ago, I sustained a pretty severe ACL injury. I basically tore it. I was doing a flip and I landed badly and it tore straight out. It was super painful. And at that moment, I was very young and I thought, oh my God, well, I'm going to be handicapped and I'm just so young. But, luckily I was able to go to a good doctor. They basically reconstructed the ACL and I've recovered from it. Of course, you have some battle scars and you have little tweaks and pains here and there, which is kind of normal, but more or less I'm at the same level as before. Now I still train, but I stay away from all the crazy moves, which means that basically I still do all the things that I used to do, but I train smarter. And I've also learned many different tips that have helped me to have longevity in my training. Tip number 1, don't ignore your injury. Many times when you're young, you get hurt and you just overcome that pain. You think kind of again, like those 80s and 90s training montages where you just go through the pain, you just keep on going. It's going to go away. It doesn't matter. It's mind over matter. And it's true that you can keep on training. At first, at least if the injury is minor, you'll keep on training and you'll get an extra week, an extra 2 weeks. But guess what? While continuing your training, well, you're going to keep on re-injuring that same spot and you're going to make it worse and worse and worse. And what could have recovered within 2 or 3 weeks could now take a couple of months to recover, or sometimes even a year, or it might actually never recover. So before you start training on an injured foot, ankle, knee, or whatever injury you have, well, think about it twice because maybe your injury is not that serious, but it's your body telling you, please back off, I need to rest. Tip number 2, get treatment for your injury. Yes, the body is a magnificent, magnificent machine that can heal so many wounds, and it most of the time does a really great job at it. But at the same time, you got to understand that we do live in a very modern society. So going to a doctor, getting an x-ray, an MRI, a CT scan, getting some physical therapy, it's possible. So why not take advantage of all these things? After all, they're specialists and they're probably going to help you heal much faster than if you just let it go. All professional athletes often try to recover as fast as possible. And how do they do that? Well, they go to a physical therapist. They go to a doctor. They get treatment for their injuries. They don't just wait and hope that the body will heal it by itself. Tip number 3, accept that you are in recovery. Yes, the body will heal. We talked about that before, but at the same time, you got to set the old goals aside and set new ones. It's simple. If you're injured, well, maybe this is your opportunity to explore more stretching or to explore getting better kicks or to explore getting better punches, depending on what part of your body is hurt. But at the same time, it's no use just being sad about your injury. You just have to accept it, move on, keep on going with your goals, and just have different goals because obviously your body needs that time to heal and you can't force it. You're just going to have to wait it out. Tip number 4, time is precious. People throughout their career, they need to reimagine themselves. They need to recreate themselves. All artists who have sustained a very long career that goes over decades, well, they don't play the same music. They don't act in the same type of films. They don't do the same thing for 40 years. There might be similarities. They might come back to the same genre once in a while. But at the same time, if you're evolving as a human being, if you're aging as a human being, if you're living through life, Well, you need to also evolve yourself as an actor, as somebody in Hollywood, as a director, producer, all these things, and explore different avenues. And that's a good opportunity that arises every time that you have an injury or that you are unable to go to the gym as much as before, or you are unable to do the things that you used to do. So just try to reinvent yourself, try to take it from a very smart point of view, and just don't waste your time. Tip number 5, just be patient. The body takes time to heal, and I know it's annoying to wait. In this society, everybody wants to have instant gratification. But sometimes it gets tiring. You just have to understand that now the body is healing. It's going to get scar tissue. It's also going to be probably achy, and you might have aches forever at some point or another, but it doesn't mean that you can't do the things that you used to do. Just accept that you've been recovering or that you're recovering from an injury and be patient at it, because with time, usually things resolve themselves, and have a positive outlook. That's, I think, very, very important, because if you're not positive about things, well, I think that the body doesn't want to heal either. It's all innate, it's all interconnected. The body, the mind, the soul, everything is linked up. So if you're positive about being able to heal your injury, well, I'm pretty sure that your body will also be positive that it can heal that injury. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my video. These were my simple tips on how to deal with injuries and how to overcome them. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.